Shout out to fucking yo, I love that Check record. I just came in off of that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
you.
that.
You taking it like back to the streets, or you've always been taking it back to the streets?
Yeah, man. I think that I'm a little more dedicated and consumed with it right now. Simply because I just felt like at this point in my career, man, if I can't dedicate this part of my artistry to my day one fans, what the hell am I doing?
What more proving do you have to do? You've done
it. Ain't about proving anything.
Exactly.
It's just about, the fans that discovered T.I. and defended T.I. and was patient as I did the blurred lines and the My Loves and whatever you likes and the why you want us. They was patient. And you know how it is when you find an artist and you feel like, this is my artist. I found them. I put y'all on to this. And then they get big, and then everybody's on them, and then they start doing something different. You're like, all right, man, I understand. You gave your money. He dancing with Pharrell and Robin Thicke right now. We gonna chill out.
That record, it's out of space, man. It still hasn't returned.
It's still, but it was out of space. But still, though, if you are the guy who went out and bought I'm Serious or trap music first, it's a big record, but when I'm gonna get straight? When you gonna give me what I need?
Exactly, man.
And so I felt like that, you know what I'm saying? This is the time in my career where I could dedicate this entire project to them.
And then, the EP you put out just to keep putting out.
I just put it out because just to let them know I ain't fucking around.
Yeah, you
I ain't fucking around. I ain't come here for no foolishness. I ain't coming for no foolishness. I ain't bullshitting around, man. You know what I mean? The nonsense will not be goddamn in the way when I get here. I'm telling you.
I see you dropped it on 9/11. Why did you choose that special day?
Man, I wish I had something sophisticated to say, but I just needed the second Friday in the month. It just so happened to be the second Friday in the month. Yeah.
Is T.I. and Young Thug finally gonna come out with this other rumored project?
I got so many collaboration projects I'm supposed to do, man, and all of them. I got the music. We just got to put the shit together. I got the Me and Thug project. I got me and Jeezy project. Dope Boy Academy. I got me and Bob project. The Man in the Martian. And then me and Usher were talking about doing something. Oh my God. Too. Shit. And the odd part of it all is I'm ready. You know what I mean? I'm ready.
Just chilling.
I show up to the studio every goddamn day, just doing shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that motherfucker for real.
Especially on the social media, people have seen you with Dr. Dre, and then you did freestyle on one of his tracks. Is that in the future also, or still working?
Man, me and the Doc have a very, very special. We got a goddamn
How do y'all talk, man? Like me and you have a special relationship. Like for real?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I thought he'd just be glowing and he don't fucking like.
He got a hell of a glow. Hey.
I know you're.
Boy got his own money. I say he got his own money. Look. He got his own money. The name of the EP is The Nick. And The Nick is the prelude to The Dime. By way,
old school.
The Dime Trap, so, and it take $5 to get a Nick. And you know what I'm saying? We just did a little artwork with the $5 bill. And, normally I don't really like to put, the faces or idle impressions of white men on my labels. On my brands or on my covers of artwork and whatnot, simply because I am not a white man. But since, Honest Abe did, do us the solid of freeing the slaves, you know what I'm saying? I figured I can make an exception on this behalf.
Hug a white nigga when you see him.
Yeah. Since he did, you know what I'm saying, have consensual sex with our black sisters. Hell yeah. And then, had a bastard child, you know what I'm saying? He was a baby daddy.
That's deep right there, man.
Yeah, and then he loved his bastard child and baby mama so much that he so freed the slave.
Yes.
Now, if that ain't goddamn child support, I don't know what the fuck is.
Phone lines are super high. T.I. is up here running the show.
He is.
Whoolywood Shuffle, the workout
Hold
mix.
up, wait a minute. Stop the goddamn
Hustle Gang Radio. What
the hell you mean, T.I., man? I done told you ain't no
shit,
T.I.
you
business,
switched it
man.
now. You're tip now.
Yeah, man.
Why the switch? It's
What
like,
the fuck you mean? That T.I. wasn't never
classic.
my name in the first place.
Who got you to switch it? Puff?
Nah, it wasn't Puff, man. Goddamn.
Puff Daddy's did.
Man, it was. Nah, he's talking about who got me to switch it back?
Yeah.
Me.
Oh, you?
Shit, yeah.
Okay. I thought you were
But you know what I'm saying, man? That wasn't never my motherfucking name in the first place. This shit was by default. You know what I mean? I had a strong ultimatum toned suggestion that come from the higher ups at Arista that said before my first album dropped, they suggest that I change my name.
Get the fuck out of here! I thought your name changes was from alter egos and shit.
Nah, fuck no.
Cause your last album, you had like the double.
Nah, that was T.I.
life.
versus T.I.P.
Yeah.
That was see, this is the real deal. They said change your name. You know, it's confusing on the roster to have a tip and a Q-tip.
Oh,
so you know, we need you to.
That's
just,
funny. He called me yesterday
by
too.
way of seniority. Yeah, I speak to Tip. I mean, I haven't spoken to him in a minute, but you know what I mean? He used to goddamn coach me through my Iggy Azalea.
Get the fuck out of here.
My tribulations.
What?
But anyway, moving right along.
Get the fuck out of here. You serious?
Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, moving right along. So they suggested that to me, you know, change my name, and I figured, okay, well, since it's just a suggestion, and I don't have nothing to change it to, I don't know nothing else to call myself. So I was like, shit, fuck it, I'm just gonna act like I didn't hear it. And shit.
And it popped
So
off.
a month later, they're like, oh, so you ain't come over now? I'm like, nah, man, I don't really, you know, I can't come over now. I say, oh, well, I guess we'll just sit here then. Like, oh,
Get out of here.
Fuck? The fuck you mean?
And you just threw Tip at him?
I'm like, man, what you gonna call me then? God damn, you know what I mean? And so out of lack of any other alternative options, my boy KP say, well, why don't you call yourself T.I.? Like, what the fuck is a T.I.? What the fuck is that?
Too ill.
And he say, you got a better idea? I said, man, come on with the goddamn T.I. then, man. Fuck it. And so, you know, ever since that moment, T.I. has always kind of stood for the person or persona I had to become to be a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, now that celebrity has gotten, now both, you know, Tip and T.I. has gotten, I guess, you know, strong enough and solidified enough to the point where I don't have to be called some shit that ain't really who I am.
That's
you know
crazy.
What I'm saying?
I never knew that. That's crazy. Is the name going to be transferred into the trilogy you're working on?
But this is the second installment to the trilogy.
Yeah.
This is the second installment.
So paperwork is done.
Paperwork was the first.
Yeah.
This is the second, and I have one more album after this that I already have.
It's already
lined up. The title is a working title, but Love and Liability is what I'm called. What I'm flirting with right now. It's, you know.
How do you do that? You could tell the future. You'll knock out an album, and you could tell the next 2-3 years.
I have thousands of songs.
I believe that shit.
Thousands, and it gets so hard to kind of like put the shit together to where that's why I do concept albums. All of the records that kind of fit with this way of thinking or this concept, I put those records in this column. You know what I mean? And, you know, it kind of sorts it out in my mind.
Did you influence Travis Scott in the same format? Because he has, like, crazy records out there. Yeah,
man, Travis Scott accepts no advice or instruction.
That Bieber record.
From the likes of me.
Shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
How your friends
you've done joints with, like, pop artists, but that
shit's stupid.
Come on.
It is. And I would tell you, you know what I'm saying? Only thing I can take credit for is recognizing his talent and kind of like, you know what I'm saying, putting him in a position to where he can put music at. That's the only thing I can take credit for. Like, he is anti-establishment and anti-authority to the point where if I suggest something to him, that's how I know he ain't gonna do it.
Oh, shit. Serious?
Yeah. If I tell him, hey, man, why don't you goddamn be late tomorrow for Whoo Kid? And they're going to be here 5 minutes early. I ain't bullshitting.
Are you happy about his project?
I'm absolutely ecstatic about it. I'm just happy and proud that I'm able to say I was a part of it. I mean, but it was a long
battle.
Motherfucking road, boy. Woo. We had some knockdown, drag out motherfuckers, man. I'm talking about when you hang up the phone, like, I ain't never gonna talk to this motherfucker again.
Get out of
it. I'm sure. The things he said to me, things I've said to him, we can't continue to discuss this without one of us dying. I know something's going to happen bad to one of us. Like, real talk, man.
Holy shit, man. I'm so happy everything is good. I mean, everything is going good for you, man.
He gonna be mad at hell for me saying it. Yeah. That man is Iggy in a black man's body.
Yeah, but you know how he's difficult. But you know how he sees the world. The world to him is like crashing in on him. Everything is dark, but he got Rihanna now, so he's good.
I would not confirm or deny.
Yeah, you're like a lawyer too, man.
But nah, man, the man's artistic vision
is ridiculous.
Yeah, I knew it. Like when I first met him, he was so passionate about some shit that he couldn't put into words. Have you ever seen a motherfucker passionate about something that they can't really find the words to say?
So he got the feeling.
Man, it's just, man.
No word for it. That nigga crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, man, whatever it is, once he get this shit out.
His beats are out of control, man. But you love his beats, though. Like, his track selection.
I love his. I mean, I just love his approach to the art. You know, he knows no restriction as far as he's not restricted by bars, hooks, verses, bridges, time.
It's like damn near 4 beats in one track.
Exactly.
He's all over.
I don't care how much publishing I get back. Yeah. I don't care how much. I'm just gonna make the music and fuck it.
Speaking of a crazy motherfucker, Kanye, who's running for president, are you gonna give him your vote, or are you gonna be like a chief in cabinet? Are you gonna work for him or something? Or what are you gonna do up there?
I paid enough money in politics for him.
You don't fuck with that shit.
I will assist a politician if he has a worthy cause to benefit the people who need it the most, but I'm a businessman.
Look at this Donald Trump shit, man. Is that affecting you right now? Because you're into all that political shit.
He's interesting, and I feel he is the best showman of them all. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you can see that.
Yeah, he is the best showman of them all. And I do feel that if he is sincerely concerned about the economy of America and the working public, he would be the best person to flip the money that we have. Like, he could take it and flip it. Like, I've heard some shit where he, like, basically straight up and down, like, hey, we need to control the oil, period. That's us. Us. We over here fighting these people, and really, we need the oil, man. We need the oil so we can again make ourselves the superpower that we once were. We need the oil.
Common sense.
I mean, I'm like, damn. I mean, it's kind of true. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like his racist, his racist remarks and all of his off-color statements and all that shit. It makes it impossible to be like completely supportive of him, but just knowing, what he's done for business, you know what I'm saying, for himself, if he intends to do that for America, I think, it would be beneficial.
Yeah, and speaking of, there is a but.
I can't cast no vote for him.
You going for Hillary Clinton? That's a big vagina to put in the office.
I can't vote for, not to be sexist, but
can you imagine a woman
I can't vote for the leader of the free world to be a woman.
The vagina.
Just because there are every other position that exists, I think a woman could do well. Every other position. But the president, it's kind of like, I just know that women make rash decisions emotionally, and later they make very permanent, like cemented decisions.
See ya.
And then later it's kind of like, it didn't happen, or they didn't mean for it to happen, and I sure would hate to just set off a nuke.
That's what I'm saying.
Because a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. See ya.
Yeah, oh my God. You know what I mean?
And another thing, leaders of other nations, I don't think they could.
Yeah.
I don't think they could fuck with a woman. They gotta deal with a woman.
We ain't gonna be able to negotiate the right kinds of foreign policies. The world ain't ready yet.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think, I think you might be able to get the Loch Ness Monster elected before you could. Yeah, and it's not right. It's not right, but I'm just saying I don't think. But,